Shit, I need dice?
Yeah, 2d6.
I don't have dice. I'm going to just bring up a roller.
Okay. Hey, Eric. What are we doing?
We're going to be playing some Monster of the Week. It's been a long time.
It's been a very long time.
Long time.
Even since it released, which is a long time after we recorded it.
I have written so many mysteries for us to go through, and I've just been like raring to go.
Nice. And you've put your saber up on the wall to celebrate one Alexander Hayes.
Yeah.
Hayes Alexander. God damn it.
Yeah, remember my fucking name.
It's the only thing written on my... Too. I have two things written on my character sheet. One is your name, and the other is that I use my sharp for act under pressure. Those are the only two things. On the back, I think I've got the I've read about this sort of thing notes, but I've just got it up on a little like magnetic whiteboard. I'm
so excited that Connor said he wasn't ready to play Pathfinder tonight. I've been wanting to play.
Yeah.
How about you, Connor? Are you excited to join us?
Hell's horses. Yes, I'm very excited to join.
Nice.
Yes, that's the one we crave.
So yeah, we finally got Connor roped in to play this game. We're going to introduce his character to you at some point. Do you guys have any more banter you want to talk about, or you want to start playing?
Fuck you guys. I don't like you. I want to play this game. I don't want to talk to you. I want to play this game.
This whole game is talking to us.
I know, but you're pretending to be other people, and I like them better.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. The man tripped and fell. He took a look back and he saw his two pursuers bearing down on horseback. He got up and kept running. In the rocky terrain, going uphill, he had the advantage. But suddenly he cleared the top. He broke into a sprint. But suddenly he stopped, his hands waving in the air for balance. Suddenly he's standing at the edge of a tall bluff. He could jump. Maybe the fall wouldn't kill him. But before he can make a decision, the horsemen are upon him. Any last words, Belle? Pete, you don't have to do this. I didn't steal your cattle. Pete pulls a pistol, cocks the hammer. I know you're a religious man, Belle. I'll let you have one last prayer. Belle falls to his knees, clasps his hands, closes his eyes, and begins to pray for salvation. Suddenly he hears the flapping of wings. He's thrown to the ground from the buffeting. Bang! A gunshot rings out. When he gets up, he sees two horses running away. He spins around and looks out over the bluff and sees Pete and his son being carried off by some sort of winged creature. It seems his prayers have been answered.
Thunderbird!
You can't be out here, cuh. You're going to get clapped. That's a rock. That's 100% a rock.
That's a motherfucking rock.
No, yeah. We're in fictional America. That's a goddamn Thunderbird. Are you kidding me?
It's the same thing.
It is not. It is functionally not. And I will bring up the bestiary on the rock to show you. He's Samoan. This is a Native American.
I see.
So that's the cold open. So that's just, you guys don't know that has happened.
I wonder how bad I peaked my mic there. I forgot we're recording. I got so excited for a second. I forgot we were recording.
Okay, so it's Wednesday morning.
Just after choir practice.
Okay, so Sheriff.
Howdy.
You're standing out in the cold and the smell of bacon cooking comes up and wafts across your face. Fortunately, it's not your breakfast.
Oh.
In this moment, you're thinking about why you're sitting out on a cold Wednesday morning out in the middle of nowhere. And we're going to take it back a little bit. So a few days ago, you received a telegram that 2 bank robbers may be coming through your territory. Just keep your eyes out for them. So on Tuesday afternoon, about 3:15, you're indisposed. What are you doing on 3:15 on a Tuesday afternoon?
The sheriff is warming up his pipes for the choir at the church because he's been obligated to sing until Christmas, I believe.
So exactly, yeah. So this is probably like maybe early September. So you're still got a bunch of choir practices in your future.
Mm-hmm.
So that means you can't attend to your sheriffly duties. So one man comes running into town and runs into the sheriff's office to find you and to tell you that he thinks he's seen these 2 bank robbers. The only person he gets to talk to is Bert Hobbs. So after speaking with him and getting an idea of where they are, you decide that you're probably going to need some sort of posse to track these guys down, Hobbs. So you head over to the Kettle Crook to rustle up some help. So there's a special move for this. So roll plus charm for me.
Oh, good. It's one of my only pluses. I get a 9.
Wow, that's good. Okay. So you're going to be able to convince a couple people to go with you. What kind of speech do you think you give it in the Kettle Crook? Mind you, there's not a ton of people, so you're actually quite successful.
I'm going to say first, I want to know, what are we calling these bank robbers?
Sure. I will let you know. One of them is his name is James Fitzgerald, better known as Fitzy. He's a safe cracker. The other one, his name is Paul Thompson. They call him Paul Trigger Thompson because he's a stick-up man. Okay.
And they don't have like a gang name?
No, it's just the two guys.
Well, what time of day is it?
Afternoon.
3:15.
3:15. Okay. I don't want to interrupt anyone's late lunch, but I know our fine barkeep here has a specific penchant for dealing with thieves, and I'm hoping that some of the clientele here might be able to rustle up the energy to join me, shake off a bit of the chill from earlier today, and help me track down a few of these bank robbers that have been making their way into our town, thinking that they can come to Tombstone and take something that ain't theirs. I'm going to look around, and do I see any familiar faces?
So 2 people step forward. So I'm going to give you a list of 4. You tell me which 2 step forward, okay?
Okay.
I'm also going to give you just a one-word description of how you think of that person.
Okay.
So the first person is Darlene One Shot Green. She's a crack shot. So that's how you'd think of her, as a crack shot.
Okay.
There's Ace Anderson reappearing.
Hey.
Yeah, Ace.
The one word we gave him is reliable.
Ace is coming with.
Cool. Excellent. The third person is Tate Dorsey, the former general store. He ran the general store for Marcus Litlow.
Yeah.
Currently unemployed. You would describe him as
unemployed.
As what?
Just unemployed.
Yeah, unemployed. The fourth, and not, I guess last but not the least, is Gus Jones. He's a pretty big drunk.
Aren't we all?
We want reliable and drunk, but I think Darlene Green, the crack shot, and Ace Anderson.
Cool. Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about that.
So, for those of us that didn't listen to everything, who is Ace?
Ace was the young man.
He was the random guy that we made up at the middle of the last time.
When our dear friend Miss Alva had been slightly accosted by her husband, and the torch that had hit the ground. The lantern hit the ground, and the massive spectral flaming horse, the nightmare, if you will, had risen out of it. During the kerfuffle of that, while the sheriff was chasing down Mr. Marcus Litlow, we found Ace and got him to tend to the preacher's wife and Lady Alva, because they were both incapacitated and wounded. He's a good sort. And I'm gonna kind of grab.
Good sort.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out with my left arm, get that burnt ass hand onto Darlene's shoulder, and be like, "You're the best shot in the whole town aside from the sheriff, Darlene. I'm gonna definitely need you to start saddling up." Ace.
She does a cool pulls her gun out, does a little twirl of her gun, and I'm your man, Hobbs. And nice. Ace is like, "Yeah, Hobbs, I'll help you for sure." And when you're scanning the saloon to see if there's anyone else interested in joining you, you look in the back corner, and there's a man back there nursing a bottle of whiskey. Connor, what does this guy look like?
He is a well-dressed older gentleman. He's got the vest. He's got the pocket watch. He's got a long, thin cane.
A growlith.
Yes, a growlith. Yeah. From the Pokemons.
I think I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna clasp Ace and be like, "I can always count on you, my friend." And then I'm gonna see across the way, and I'm gonna look to Ace and Darlene and be like, "I did not see this gentleman come into town," and nod my chin towards the strange older gentleman. Has he caused any trouble tonight? He looks doesn't look the sort, but
honestly, Hobbs, I haven't paid much attention to him. He's been off in that corner by himself for
from where I'm standing. I'm picturing just inside the door. I'm gonna say, "Sir, you seem the sort who might have some things that might be worth stealing. You got any desire to defend those things if you're gonna be staying with us here in Tombstone?"
It sounded like you were gonna mug him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Hobbs is not. he's likable to the people who have gotten a chance to like him, but he's abrasive.
He's not going to mug him.
Yeah, I might. I've got the best shot and Ace on my side, the two most reliable people in town.
Ah, Mr. Hobbs, I've been expecting you.
Oh my god. I'm not going to be able to take this.
Sir, I'm gonna turn to Darlene and Ace, like, go get the horses saddled up. I will be right out. And I'm gonna walk over to the table, and again, I'm kind of a string bean. I'm like tall and lanky, and I'm gonna put myself like close enough to him standing that he has to look up when I stand in front of him. And I've got like the dirty jacket and like I've got no hat, just the gloves on with like the kind of knots in the knuckles. I'm just kind of rub those and then like knock on the table and say, who you been talking to that told you my name?
Oh, all sorts. There's no time to waste. Let us go.
No.
And he's going to stand up swiftly and leave the building.
Okay. I'm going to like the intent is like to try and grab at him, but I'm just picturing he's so spry, like just gets by me. And I'm just going to Hobbs is shaken by this. There are people who just come in out of town and know your name when you have what he's got in his past. You do not enjoy that level of surprise. And so he follows him out as quickly as possible to try to make sure he doesn't do anything untowards.
So while you guys are saddling up your horses, Gertie comes out with like a sack, comes up to you, Hobson. I know you're tearing out of town quickly there, Deputy, but I packed you up some food for the road. You come back safe now.
That's mighty kind of you. We will definitely at least travel comfortably. And I'm going to open it up and be like, oh, hell yeah, Sunny D. Thank you, Gertie. And I'm going to turn to Gertie and I'm going to say, who the hell is that? The older fella.
He just came into town today. He asked about where the sheriff's office was and had to sit down for a bit of a drink before he wanted to go talk to you boys, apparently. That's all I know.
He getting a good sense off him. He puts my teeth on edge.
I paid for the good money for the whiskey right up front, so it's good in my books.
Well, I trust your opinions a fair bit.
Thank you, Gertrude. Am I going to have to use a different voice?
No,
just laugh every time?
It's going to be fine. It gets me.
It's just making me like conflicted because I want to love this, but like Birch can't.
Mm.
And I'm gonna after the horse all sat up, I'm gonna say, I don't like being at this sort of disadvantage, sir. What do we call you?
Oh, my apologies, dear boy. My name is Reginald Smith III. You may call me Reggie for the time being.
Smith is a mighty
common name, yes.
For you to have such a legacy to it.
Have you never been to England?
I can't say that I have, sir.
Ah, well, there's literally thousands of us.
Well, you just stay close to Ace, okay? And I'm gonna hop up on Pickup.
Sure thing, dear boy.
And I'm gonna ride up front with Darlene.
So you're gonna go swing by the church and pick up the sheriff?
Yeah. So I didn't know that was an option. Yeah, I didn't know what like point Taylor would come in. Yeah. So I'm gonna ride up front with Darlene, tell Ace, pull him aside, and be like, keep an eye on him, please. And
Ace tips his hat at you, and Gertie just like pats her gun, or not Gertie, sorry, Darlene. One shot, pats her gun.
Okay. And then we go to the
Dead
church.
So it's probably about 3:45 when you arrive at the church. So there's 15 solid minutes left in choir practice.
Don't do this to me.
I said
Wilda's not going to be too happy if the sheriff tries to leave early. So let's see how this goes. So you walk in and Wilda is going, now, Sheriff, you were just a tad. Your pitch was just off on that last note. Can we take it again as Hobbs loudly walks into the church?
I'm going to ride up to the door. I don't get off the horse and I'm just going to whistle. The whistle we've talked about, just like a sharp
Okay, so the whistle
shrill.
cuts through. So you hear the whistle, Sheriff, as you're getting blasted by Wilda.
I'm sorry, what was her name? Hilda?
Wilda. With a W.
Now, Wilda, unfortunately, that Fuck, that's not my voice. That does seem to be an urgent matter I do need to attend to. So if you will pardon my exit, I'm just gonna step out and I'll see you next Wednesday. Is what I'll do. Have a good night.
So we're gonna make a custom move for whenever you're gonna try to pull one over on Wilda.
Fuck.
So
okay.
So what should we call it?
I think it's Songbird Jailbird.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Can I help since I'm there trying to get him out urgently and there's like valid?
It's absolutely charm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think charm's the best one for this?
I think it's cool because I know he's got a negative to cool.
Oh, fuck you.
I think it would be charm. He's trying to charm this older woman to let him go.
Okay. Give us a roll.
And I can roll to help.
I don't think so. I think you're outside. I don't think you're whistling enough.
Can you do the cowboy whistle?
No, I've never been able to.
Yeah.
It's going to be an 8.
So that's a mixed success, right? So what do you think happens on a mixed success? Let's brainstorm together.
Well, early tomorrow morning, he's probably going to have to swing by her place. And
no, it means that she's married, you jackass.
He's coming early next week.
I'm going to have to go in on Sunday.
Like early Sunday?
To be with the choir, part of the choir on Sunday.
You already have to do that.
Yeah.
I do? Oh, I thought it was only in choir practice.
Practice on Tuesdays and you're in the choir on Sundays until the Christmas concert. Once the Christmas concert's done, then you're a free man.
Unless you don't want to leave.
They're doing a spring or a fall concert. And now I have to be involved in that.
No, that's maybe a failure.
That's
maybe the third failure or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe if the concert goes bad. But let's say an extra practice is going to get scheduled. And I'm going to choose one that happens. I might throw it at you spots. So on a mixed success, you get away, but an extra practice we scheduled. So we'll talk about successes and failures for this move when they come up. So you're going to get an extra practice scheduled with Wilda at some point to work out that pitchy tone of that last note you had. Mm-hmm. But she reluctantly lets you leave.
As you step outside, I'm going to be wheeling the horse around and be like, it's your lucky day, Songbird. We got a real posse starting up. Those
posse. Boy, what the hell you think we getting involved in?
Fitzy and Thompson, those bank robbers, they've been seen coming into town.
Oh, hell.
I feel we should ride out and meet them before they get a chance to duck away.
All right, well, let's see who we got. All right, you got Ace. Good call. Good to see you. And Darlene. Fuck, I'm glad you're on my side. And hell, Threes, what the hell are you doing here?
I like it. Interesting.
Perfect.
Are you telling me that you have already made acquaintance with Reginald Smith III?
Hello, Hayes.
Hand to forehead.
Shit, Threes, I haven't seen you since, what was it? That last push toward Anchor Down when Sergeant Harold bit the dust.
Yes, that poor man.
Never saw that vampire coming. It was just straight out of the darkness.
Holy vampire as in I'm gonna look at Darlene and Ace and be like, oh, what
do you think we call them bastards? Fucking vampires jumping out of trees and out of bushes?
I usually refer to them
Charlie
as
in my day.
We called them leeches for what they were doing to the state.
Them motherfuckers is pale.
Fucking
so you just gave a bunch of fucking names. Hold on, can we go over that again so I can write that down?
I called you Threes. The moment you said Reginald Smith III, I was like, man's name is Threes.
Connor just out the word Threes.
So now is the time where we're going to do Reginald's history.
Hell yeah.
Cool. So you're just building a history with Hayes, right? We're not going to build one with Birch?
I don't have one with Birch.
Last scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to explain the history that I have for Birch. It's very simple. It's one of the listed options is the agency is paying close attention to him.
Ooh, that's perfect.
Oh, I hate that. That makes me so uncomfortable. Oh,
but you don't know that.
And I have no idea.
He has no idea.
Oh,
I love that.
I am so happy. I have no idea that was a thing for the professional and amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
so he's on the agency's watch list, and I'm keeping an eye on him.
They check all the letters I sent. All of my web friends from the internet.
And then very clearly, Hayes and I have worked together in the past.
Yeah.
So is that good enough? Like you guys were in the military together and you
I feel like
Did
you
you
can't
guys-
beat the storyteller just told.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Yeah.
really
I got
enjoyed
a
it.
little more if you want.
Yeah, heck yeah.
All
Why
right.
wouldn't we?
So Sergeant Harold was actually our master, so to speak. He introduced us to the supernatural world.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry.
We learned this when we were in the army fighting what I've called now the vampires, is what we were calling them, enemy folks. And so we were all part of the unit called the Roaring Stampeders, because we were obviously a cavalry unit.
Fuck, all right.
Sorry, can we say that you're we've got Darlene and Ace riding up front as we go, and you're explaining this to me in characters? Like I have some idea, since you're doing it in voice anyways. Like this is you telling me why we know threes.
Sure.
Perfect.
So Sergeant Harold was actually killed by an actual vampire, but it's widely known that people called the other side in this war vampires because they were extremely pale.
Hey, you leave us pale folk alone.
Yeah, it was the
Well,
rest
shut
of the
fuck up.
British
I'm
Isles.
pale as fuck too. Relax. But everyone else thinks that he was just killed by
In combat, yeah.
some other guy. But you and I both know the truth.
Mhm.
And I'm supposed to have asked you how it ended, but I
No,
told
that's
you.
good. I like it.
I can't believe that you're not going to let me have the crown for creative writing on this season.
So are you guys friends?
I think we're friendly.
I think we're
Reggie
not-
thinks so. Hayes doesn't.
no, like we're not friends, but like we went separate ways afterwards, so we haven't really seen or really talked. Like maybe the odd letter, but nothing like.
He wasn't
consistent.
expecting me. That's
He's
for
one of the
sure.
only telegrams he's ever sent after the telegram came to Tombstone.
Well, like I assume that Threes is obviously like wealthy, or at least he's presenting himself as such currently. So he went off into the big wide world to make maybe some sort of name for himself or doing something big. Whereas I've retired to this backwater hole in the wall. So we're just opposites.
He went on to trade game stock.
Let's jump right back to the bacon. Can you give me a... Taylor, I would like a sharp roll, please.
It's going to be a 10.
That's fantastic. So you find yourself on the top of a hill, and it slopes down. There's trees and bushes, but you can see down below that there's a small camp, 2 men in it, horses, a single sheet as their tent, and they're cooking food. I'm going to give you a list of 3 things. You get to pick 2 of these things, so pay close attention. So the first option is you have them surrounded. The second option is no one steps on a branch. The third option is their weapons aren't close by. So which 2 of those things do you want to be true?
Well, I would like them to be surrounded. Period.
Okay.
And to facilitate that, no one's going to step on any branches, dry grass, nothing.
So everyone's going to be able to be around them and
Quiet.
walk quiet, but their weapons
But
are on their hips.
they're bandits. They're not going to let their weapons out of hand.
All right.
Known
Frank.
bandits.
All right. So how's this going to go? Who's where?
And I pull
You
out
guys
my
just-
gun.
I have every desire to have Ace and Darlene ready to shoot while these 2 with their swords and me with the gloves just run in. Try to grapple their weapons away.
I was going to say, Darlene is going to be on some sort of hill or raised area, just so... Is this a he or a she?
Darlene's
Darlene's
a
a girl.
Okay. So that she can just peg off whoever the hell she wants.
she can peg, you say.
Don't you dare threaten me with a good time.
She's a crack shot with a pistol. So like from a distance, she's not the best.
Oh, sorry, that with a pistol. Never mind then.
Yeah, with a pistol. So she's a pistolier.
Okay. So, I figured my deputy will be with Darlene because he has a fear of guns now because he just
I still
blew
have my
himself up.
hunting rifle. I didn't
Yeah,
actually
sure.
blow myself up. I got attacked by the horse. You know that. I know that.
I know, but I'm in my head. You two would be paired together because just because she's good with a pistol doesn't mean she's good with fisticuffs. So you're there to
Yeah, I'll have
keep
my
her
pistol
safe
and
as
my
well.
gloves, so I'm good.
I know Threes is a man of action. I'm not too stressed about him, and Ace is reliable. No stress about Ace.
He doesn't have a gun or any abilities. He just like is there for moral support.
Yeah, he's brought coffee.
He's the
Okay.
intern.
So I picture like One Shot and Hobbs are down low. On the other side, on the low side, Ace, and then you and Reginald are at the top of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
So how is this going to play out? So they're those two guys are cooking bacon down below. How do you want this to play out?
Well, Threes, how do you want to do this?
Well, we've got them quite outnumbered. And, I mean, I'm still quite good with this gun.
That's okay.
It's the best voice you do, and that's not meant to be like a pot shot. Like it's just a really good voice.
I know. I'm very happy with it. I spent years
Quite
cultivating
good.
it at this point.
A service revolver.
A revolver! I wonder if it's loaded.
So, what, you want to take the first shot, or you want to try and talk to these poor fools?
I don't know. This is your town. How do you handle it? I'll put that motherfucker down.
I can't with this shit.
Fuck.
Now, Threes, I know you're a good shot, so I don't have any fear what's going to happen to them if they try anything funny. So you just post up here, and I'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna stroll into camp.
Awesome.
I'm gonna, and then, assuming that they don't go off on a whim when they start seeing me, I'm just gonna walk in, sit down at the fire, and just, that smells good, boys.
Give me an act under pressure.
You get to use your sharp on that. I know because I stole this move from you.
Under pressure. I rolled an 11,
Oh, fuck.
You fucking cheater.
which brought it down to a 10.
No, you get to use sharp. You get to use sharp.
No, oh, do it?
Yeah, you have. I've read about this sort of thing because I have that move too.
Oh, fuck yes! Ha.
Really?
Yeah.
For just talking to bandits?
Ha.
So
I read The Count of Monte Cristo. I'm good to go.
I'm good to go.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna not fuck it up. Just give me a second.
All right.
Because all I set out to do is walk up and say hello.
So are you standing behind them while their back is to you while they're cooking this bacon? Like, how does this look?
No, like I figure they're sitting on like opposite sides, and I'm gonna come in like a third person. Like there's
So their eyes are down at the fire while you walk in. Are you sitting down or are you standing?
no, I'm like crouching onto the back of my ankles,
Sitting on
Squatting.
haunches.
sitting on my haunches, got my arms just kind of resting on my thighs.
Full slav.
Okay, so you walk up and they're busy. Like they're busy. They don't see you. You're stealthy as all get out. So what do you say? How do you get their attention?
Evening, boys. It smells good.
One of them, who looks a bit like pudgier than the other one, a bit better dressed, he kind of like falls on his butt back away from you. And then the other guy, who is the trigger, he steps back and starts reaching for his gun.
Nah, I wouldn't do that, son.
So
I got
his hand rests on his pistol and is like, why not?
Well, you see me. You don't see the other folks that are all around you with guns pointed at your sorry excuse for a hit.
And he kind of like doesn't like get you out of his vision, but he's kind of like trying to scan his periphery. The other guy on the ground, though, he starts looking around, and he's like, Trigger, I'm not sure about this.
At this point, I think from our time together, I think Threes would have, or he and I would have had a signal from way back to let off a shot. So I'm gonna like just kind of put my hand up and just Fuck, I'll do the whole. Yeah, just
Spock it out.
with the. Yeah.
Raise your hand and clench a fist.
Reggie, give me a act under pressure roll.
Act under pressure.
Can I assist with that since I'm.
Oh,
leading
don't
it?
you worry, my friend. That is a 12.
Oh, excellent. So what do you shoot?
Wow.
The gun.
I'm gonna shoot the pot or the pan.
The pan?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens to the bacon?
Grease everywhere. Maybe it burns one of them a little bit. Bacon goes flying. It's ruined. It's covered in dirt.
Fitzroy becomes known as the face.
Now, if you don't want what happened to your bacon to happen to you, I suggest you take your hand off that.
Give me a manipulate roll.
Mike.
Sorry. Give me a manipulate roll there, Taylor.
Oh no, it's true. Oh no. Oh no, it's a +1. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. Here we go.
I'm pretty sure we have the exact same stats, me and Taylor.
So I'm just gonna mark off some.
Okay.
How bad is it? Because is it enough that Connor's shot could help? No?
No.
Fail's a fail.
What was the roll? Like, I think I might consider that actually.
Yeah, because
I rolled a 3 plus 1 is 4.
Yeah, so it's still a fail with a +2.
It's a major fail. Put it on Tosh.0.
So the guy on the ground, he doesn't move, but the one standing, he does get splatters from grease, takes another step back, and he like unclips his holster. And it says,
You take one more move, and you're not gonna have much left for you to do anything with.
Sheriff, I'm pretty sure I could take you down before your shooter takes me down.
Oh, that's great. You're gonna kill one old man and you're gonna die for it. Good for you. They'll sing songs of your legend. You killed some poor backwater sheriff.
Hobbs would like to take a shot with his rifle from where he is perched, aiming for the ground near his feet. Not.
I'm gonna count this as a protect someone. So roll plus tough.
Yeah. I get 6 plus 0.
That's a fail.
So from the other side of the clearing.
That's a fail.
I thought 6 and 7 are shit. Yeah.
No, that's a fail.
Yeah.
So you miss your shot.
First experience in that. But yeah, shoot like near them just to like make some more noise.
So he pulls his gun and he like dives to the ground to try to get away from a sniper. And what are you doing right now, Sheriff?
I have total faith in my companions.
Are you just sitting there still like
He just sits
Still
down.
just sitting there.
Did you turn into a Buddhist monk?
Balls of steel. Went over this. I fucked up a zombie at close range. Come at me.
Look at these free range nuts.
And I'm just gonna kind of like turn and look at him, raise an eyebrow, and be like, "What?"
I think he shoots you here.
Damn it.
I think that's the only recompense for me fucking up is that Taylor gets shot.
Yeah,
Fuck you, Liam.
This is more interesting. Think of the drama. As long as Eric edits out us talking about the drama's good.
yeah, Sheriff, you get shot. You're gonna take 2 harm here. You're gonna fall backwards off your haunches onto the ground.
Reggie's gonna shoot again.
Sure. This one, I'll count this as a protect someone as well. Roll plus tough.
I don't like that.
He's act under pressure because he's actually trying to hit him, right?
Okay. I mean,
He's already been shot. I'm not helping him in any way.
All right. If
Yeah.
you think act under pressure is more suitable, I don't think it's
so
a
that's-
kick ass move.
That's a 9.
A 9. Okay. So
He shoots the sheriff again.
So you shoot him, but he scrambles to some more cover, so you're not gonna be able to shoot him again.
Sure,
how much
it's
harm
4
is-
harm.
Oh wow!
Excuse me?
It's a
Yeah.
sniper rifle.
It's a big fucking gun.
The most damaging thing I have is a 3.
Yeah. Except
I-
mine, so it's far, Oh, sorry. Sniper rifle. It's just harm far. 4 harm far.
It's probably got loud too.
Nope.
Oh shit! I would
The
say
grenade
that
launcher has loud.
I think since it's like an older sniper rifle, it would have to be loud.
Sure.
Like since
whatever.
Yeah, but like that shot rings out.
Yeah. Put that motherfucker down.
I doesn't have a knee anymore.
So he's not
gone.
He's not dead, but you hit him in his left shoulder, but he does still manage to get into cover. He's alive. He still presents danger. Ace runs
Still
over.
has an arm?
He's still. I say left arm loosely. It's not quite there anymore. He's bleeding profusely. He'd be unstable at this point, but he's still a threat. The other guy tries to scramble for cover, he's not going for a gun, it looks like, but he's trying to like get away from everything. Ace runs up to you, Sheriff, and tries to drag you away and put some pressure on you. What are Hobbs and One Shot doing?
I'm going to tell One Shot, Darlene, take a shot, try and get around his cover. I'm going to run in and arrest Fitzy.
So you're saying One Shot after the bad guy?
Not directly at him. I want you to go around the cover, try to like make sure you get eyes on him, but do not let him get a shot on you. We are going to surround him again. I'm going to just go subdue the other one.
So she lets off a few shots to try to keep his head down, and she's behind a tree. He's in some cover. So they're at a stalemate at the moment. You go up to Fitzy and I don't want to die here, Sheriff. I surrender.
I'm Special Deputy Birch Hobbs, and you're not going to die here, but you're going to roll over onto your stomach and put your hands behind your back.
He does that. So you're cuffing him.
Yeah.
Sheriff, how are you reacting with Ace? Are you guys just taking cover so you can try to get healed up, or?
Ace, get your damn hands off of me. Put some fool ass in the ground. Sheriff's pissed. Got shot.
Hey, sounds like the
war
sheriff's
buddies
never been
here.
shot.
Like he's got to put on a big fucking face for threes.
All right, so Ace is like, sure, Sheriff, and he pulls out his pistols. How do you want to handle this?
You go left. Reggie's on the threes is on the hill. I'm going straight at this fool.
All right, Reggie.
Swords out. Let's do this.
So
Leroy!
Reggie, you don't have a shot right now. What are you doing, Reggie?
I don't have a shot.
He's in cover. You won't be able to get him with your rifle.
Just prep. Get ready for another shot if need be.
Okay, excellent. So you're reloading.
Support.
Okay, Sheriff, you're running in.
Oh yeah, and it's an angry stamping run. Like I'm upset. Got shot.
He's speed walking through the mall.
So you're going straight at him with your saber. Okay, give me a kick some ass roll.
Do I have a plus tough? Don't have a plus tough. I tried to, tell him to fuck off. So that's going to be an 8.
Okay, so he's like hiding behind a rock, and he's got like he's kind of like half in the tent. That's what's covering him from the rifle fire, so you won't really see him. And there's like trees and stuff in the way, right? So you go jumping over the rock with your sword, and as you're jumping over the rock, he pegs you one more time with a pistol, so you'll take 2 more harm. But what kind of harm do you do to him?
Cut his goddamn hand off. I'm upset. I got shot.
The look on Taylor's face while he said that was like, it's like he's reviewing documents, and it's like, of course, this is the way the deal will go. I'm an expert negotiator.
Yeah, I'll give you his hand. You chop his right hand off, and he's screaming.
Gun hand?
Sorry?
Is that his gun hand?
Yeah, you cut the gun out of his hand. So his whole right hand is gone. His left hand is dangling from the shot. He's going to die.
We got ourselves, what's that show? Oddballs?
The Oblongs.
The Oblongs.
I can't believe you just made me think about the Oblongs in 2021.
Sheriff, that makes you unstable though, right?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you're on the ground now. You kind of like, after chopping his hand off, the adrenaline leaves your body, and you fall to the ground like.
I chase after him, like I'm handcuffing him as he like stomps past with the sword. And so Birch is gonna, like, as soon as he's done dealing with Fitzy, he's gonna like follow after. He's still got the rifle, but when he like hops over the cops and sees the over into like,
can I actually just be standing but like leaning heavily like on the sword or something? Like I jammed it into the ground.
Yeah, excellent.
I just want to look at this poor fool and be like, so look what you've done. You've injured some old man, and you're dying. No one's going to talk about you no more.
I'm going to come up over and say, Sheriff, you know I can't cuff him if you take their hands off. And I'm going to like kick the gun away from him and like hand you my rifle and turn him like onto his side into like recovery. What do you think, Sheriff? Should I? Yeah. Should we bother trying to bandage him or?
No, fool! He's lost half his shoulder and his one hand. Bandage me.
I'm going to, sitting on the ground with this dude, I'm just going to, I'm going to like lay him down as I'm sure he's like going into shock. I'm just going to look at the sheriff. I'm like, bandage you or, and just kind of like pull out my knife and be like, and just kind of gesture towards him, like looking to him for like, do we do this here or bother bringing him back or?
He's dying. Shove your damn knife in him. He's dead.
Okay. And I'm just going to like sink it into like the collarbone above the left side of the neck.
Finish him off. All right.
Yeah.
So he
wipe it off on his shirt and then start bandaging up the sheriff.
So it's going to take you a little while to bandage up the sheriff and get things in order. You're going to probably have to spend the night here before heading back. So it'll be Thursday.
I loot the body.
That doesn't happen.
This doesn't happen.
I just picture we get back and like he's sitting at the fire chatting
You
to
found a +1
the
log,
handcuffed
so
guy.
It's a chainmail.
Just cowboys in chainmail.
Oh God, it'd be awful.
So how do you want to like treat your injuries? Are we just going to bandage you up and make you stable? Or are you going to try using some magic when Ace and Darlene aren't around?
No, like, I think getting me stable is fine. Like, I'm not ruined.
Yeah, get him back to town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not magic.
I wish I had taken fucking medic now.
Yeah.
We get ourselves quite hurt.
We've only been hurt seriously twice. Right now, and when the fireball screwed.
Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good actually.
Yeah. I just picture it at the fire because Liam, I'm unclear how I'm supposed to refer to Reggie because he said Reggie, but that's not my steez.
So Reginald, that's my name.
Would I call you if I was going to be calling you Mr. Smith? Would it be Mr. Smith the third or just Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith.
Just Mr. Smith is fine.
All right, thank you, Mr. Smith. Could you hand me some bandages? The sheriff's got himself shot.
Get out of your ass. The name's Threes.
You shall not call me Threes. You now shall only call me Mr. Smith.
That was the plan, sir.
Good.
Sheriff.
And backed yourself into a corner.
Yeah, Sheriff Hayes doesn't like me calling him by his last name, but I figure if someone's got one, you got to use it.
Yes, have you seen the suit? Of course it's Mr. Smith.
I don't think I've ever seen something pinstriped in person, just in the catalogs.
Well, there you go. Anyways, yes, I have many bandages. I'm quite used to Hayes being shot.
All Threes you remember.
That's good.
I'll patch him up.
Is there anything else we want to do conversation-wise before we're heading back to town with Fitzy the prisoner?
I want to just ask Fitzy, because he's the safe cracker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we clearly don't need another gunman.
Yeah. How'd you and Thompson fall in?
Well, we were working under, Herbert the Black. You've heard of him, right?
The one out of Montego, right?
Yeah. He was quite the fellow, right? So he was putting a crew together, and I used to build safes, and cracking them is a lot easier than building them, right? So there's a lot more value in stealing from them than there is in selling them. So I fell in with them, and I've been traveling around ever since. And after Montego, what happened to Herbert and Montego, right? So after that, me and Trigger.
I'm going to turn to Threes, and I'm going to say Herbert the Black.
Excuse me.
Not Liam is saying that. But Herbert the Black was a bandit, and he had this god awful bushy giant mustache that they also referred to as Senor. This tiny mustache that came out. The Mister or the Senor, depending on who was speaking to him. And when they caught up to him in in Montego, they scalped him from under his nose to the back of his head.
Lovely. I'm confused. Was the mustache named Senor?
They referred to the mustache as a separate person. Herbert was a strange fella. He had a very eclectic group of people, and that's why I'm surprised to learn that you were with Herbert the Black. I did not hear anything about a safecracker and his crew.
We were planning on a big theft, but it was going to be after Montego, and he never walked out of that town. Didn't get to use my skills with him. He's gonna get quite renowned from that job, I think. But so me and Triggerman just traveling around, finding what safes we can in small towns, and just trying to eke out a living.
Wait, then that would mean that Thompson is Tommy Gunn, right? Before you called him Trigger, he was.
Yeah, he was trying to get away from that because that he did some.
Birch, get them stars out of your eyes. Christ, he's a goddamn prisoner, felon.
Well, I mean,
what else are we doing? We're eating, we're sleeping, and we gotta pass the time somehow. And if I have to hear Darlene,
if I have to hear you talk anymore
about,
I'm gonna goddamn puke. I'm gonna wish that man shot me in the head. I'm hurt. I don't need to hear your goddamn voice anymore. I've been singing this whole afternoon in the church. Got a headache. My head hurts. Been shot twice.
Wait.
Shut up.
Sheriff, sorry. Fitz, didn't Thompson travel with a guitar? Speaking of singing, couldn't you
it's
sing us a little song, stuff. Sheriff? Send us off to bed? I'm just ribbing into him now.
If I see the guitar, I'm gonna pull out my gun and shoot it repeatedly.
I, during the night, find it and strap it to the saddle.
Pieces of the guitar, you mean?
No, I don't show it to the sheriff. But when we sling Fitzy over the back of a horse, I make sure Ace's horse has the guitar on it. It's probably worth a bit.
Lucky Steve stood up from his poker table at the Kettled Crook, in part because his luck was running out, and also because he had to relieve himself. He moved through the crowd saloon, saying hello to those he liked and avoiding those he owed money to. He found his way to the alley. It was dark, only lit by the light spilling in from houses across the street. Suddenly there was a crash. Steve is interrupted. Something knocked down a crate in the alley. "Who's there?" His eyes strain in the dark, looking for the cause of the sound. From behind the crate appears a stray dog. "Oh, you scared me, pup. Come here, boy." As it approaches and it comes into the light, he notices that half the dog's face is mangled and writhing with maggots. He turns to run, but there are another 2 dogs already behind him. Suddenly our scene cuts back to the inside of the saloon, where everyone's good time is interrupted by the sound of Lucky Steve screaming from the alley.
"I'm just Steve now!"
Not so lucky now.
God damn.
Yeah, hell's horses, man. We're fucking back.
Oh.